you think? Good. Good morning, everybody. It's Thursday, December 19, 2019. Headed into work. And yesterday was just a weird day, man. After work, I was headed home. After work last night, I did some Christmas shopping. I went to Jared and got a little bracelet for Nikki. And went back to work after already leaving work to kick off another part print. And excuse me, I then drove home in the dark, you know, and like probably more than half of the ride home I had a lady driving behind me with her brights on the whole fucking time. And the way traffic is and all that, and the way it panned out, it was like, you know, she'd pass me and then she'd always end up kind of back behind me. And you know, I was looking at her and I'm like, wow, so she has her AirPods in her ears. She had her right turn signal stuck on for like 5 miles. And she had her brights on. So I finally got next to her and I'm like, dude, did you know your brights are on? And she's like, oh my God, really? I didn't know. I'm sorry. Thank you. I'm like, it was so bright. It was like blowing my eyes out. And I had like my rear view mirror on night mode. My side mirrors turned out and it was still so bright. I'm like, oh my God. I was just by myself, but I get to McDonald's last night and it was crazy busy. So I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna run inside. All I wanted was a drink and some chicken nuggets. So that's the only thing that'll fit in my mouth hole. So there's a group of kids in front of me, and there was only one register open, and there was like a group of like 3 kids, and they all wanted to order individually. So they opened a second register, so they're going through their thing in these 2 registers. And so I'm just standing in line, you know, I'm behind these 3 kids, there's a guy behind me, and I'm playing on my phone, just reading Facebook, whatever. I'm fucking tired, you know, long day. And right as like the kid finishes up in the register, I go to put my phone down that I'm looking at, and I just like feel and notice that somebody literally like from behind me pushed me over towards the one open register that just opened. And it was this old fucking guy that was standing behind me. He like reached his left hand like around me and pushed me over to the right. And I'm like, I just like stepped back and I'm like, what are you doing? And he just like had this stupid goofy ass grin on his face. And like motioned that the register was open. And I'm like, why are you touching me? And he didn't say anything. He just had this stupid fucking grin on his face. And I looked at him, I'm like, you go first. And he just like, no, he like motions like, no, you go. And I'm like, no, I don't want you fucking touching me. Like, you go. The fuck? Guy runs up there, you know, with his $1 bill and orders a drink or something. And I'm like, what is this guy's fucking problem, dude? I've never had anyone do that to me, like push me. It wasn't like a tap on the shoulder, like, hey man, you know, the register's open. Plus, after they served that register that was open, after they served that person or worked with them, then they like walked away for a second. So I'm gonna just stand back and wait until like they're like, hey, I can help you. Like, what is this guy's fucking deal? I was so fucking furious. I wanted to clock this fucking guy. Like, dude, like, why are you touching people? Let alone pushing. It was a forceful fucking push. And it wasn't even on like my shoulder. It was like in my fucking like side. And I'm like, ah, oh, god damn it, dude. Why are people fucking dickheads? I was so fucking furious. And like, cause in McDonald's, when you order inside, like especially a drink, you you got to go fill it yourself. So when he was standing over by the drink area, like filling his drink, I wanted to say something to him so fucking bad. Like, dude, don't be fucking touching people. Like, it's your one warning. That's like a whole new situation, man. Like, I can't even imagine if I was there and he did that to someone else or some younger kid or something. I would have said something to him like, what the fuck is your problem? I really should have fucking, like, just reacted and fucking dropped him and just be like, whoa, wow, sorry, didn't know we were touching. See ya. Could you imagine if I had been like concealed carrying or something and this guy's fucking touching people? Or touching me? I would, and I thought he was going for my gun or something? Like, holy fucking shit, dude. Fucking retarded people, man. Whew. Last night, I don't do politics, I don't do news, but the House or something voted to in favor of impeaching President Trump. I guess this is more of like a historical statement type of thing that they want to do. I don't know. The vote now will go to the Senate, which is controlled by Republicans, so it probably will get struck down immediately, but people seem excited about this. Dude's gonna probably make it a second term, so unfucking believable. So, I don't know if I talked about it yesterday. I probably did, but, I got a message from the manager guy that originally bought the MakerBot replicator that we have at work. And he said, hey, Bob, I know you guys need to move, that team needs to move out of that room next door where the MakerBot is. And he's like, I noticed that you're using it. He's like, that's fine. I was just curious how much longer you're going to be printing with it or whatever. And I'm like, well, damn. He's like, yeah, I'm thinking about moving it to my home office. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? So he, I mean, it's his printer, technically, right? I'm just borrowing it or using it. I don't know. But, I'm like, God damn it, dude. Like, why is it when, like, I fucking try to use and play with stuff, then, these fuckers, anyway. So I was looking yesterday, there's like 80 print hours on the entire unit, and I've probably done 20 of those, or more. It's crazy. Things like 3-4 years old probably and never been used. So I'm like, cool, dude, whatever, sure, great, thanks. So I ordered another spool of red filament. I'm gonna print at least one Coulson bot. Coulson bots are the Coulson is a wheel maker. So there's somebody released plans and prints to do a 8-inch beetle weight Coulson wheel robot. It's like a pacifist bot. It just spins around. It has like basically no weapon, but it's a rubber wheel that spins. So it's pretty cool looking though. I don't know, I like it. I like the spinning bots for some reason too. So yeah, so I'm just gonna test it out, check it out, at least print 1 or 2 of the bodies. Doing like max hardcore specs, it was gonna be like 15 hours to print one. So I ordered another roll, and it's a half a pound of PLA of filament. So I'm gonna probably get the filament, the red new filament tomorrow, and I'll print I'll kick it off before I leave or something. Maybe I'll stop in Saturday or Sunday and check it out. But yeah, it's gonna be a beast. So I don't know. I just wanted to try it out. I don't have enough of the filament left that I bought to do that, and I figured I might as well just keep printing a shitload of pieces for Grant's robot, so that way when this dipshit takes the printer, I'll have some extra parts. Sucks too because like there's cheaper printers, but this one is so nice, so nice. You can get like a smartphone app and see the status of the prints. The printer itself is Wi-Fi. It has a video camera, so you can remotely see like, oh, it's done because the bed's all the way down or whatever. It's still printing, and so nice. You can get a different extruder head on there, and just, yeah, I'm gonna probably have to get one eventually. Either that or a Glow Forge or something. Glow Forge is in that same price range. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It's gonna be one of those things where something I always wanted, finally get to play with one, and then, you know, the other kids are like, I want to play with them, with the toy. He's not gonna fucking use this thing. He's like, oh, I gotta show you pictures. One of my other teammates over here that I know used a 3D printer, and he made an electronic light-up backpack that he uses at raves. I'm like, cool, bro. I don't fucking know. Yeah, it reacts to the music and everything. I'm like, wow, alright. Great. I don't know. What are you supposed to say to that? So, I'm headed into work. Today's Thursday. I started watching a movie called Six Underground. It's got Ryan Reynolds in it, the guy that played Deadpool. Pretty good so far. Probably finished watching that today over lunch. And then I started watching, I think it's called Daybreak. It's a Netflix series. It's like a apocalyptic series where LA or Cali or something was nuked or something, and it melted and killed all the adults. Some of the adults survived, but they're like zombies, and then the only actual survivors are children or kids. So it's kind of interesting. Yeah, so seems pretty good. I'm only 2 episodes in, but I am going to be running some cables today. I've been working this week on cleaning the data center and getting everything organized, and it looks really, really nice. You know, it's always a work in progress. So, Nikki was telling me that her dad is having an issue with his car. He has a Chevy Tracker, which until I met her, I didn't even know Chevy made trackers. They were always Geo trackers, but his car is like a 2000 or 2002 or something, and it's completely just destroyed. They bought it new. And yeah, so I guess it needs an emissions test, and it's got a check engine light on, so for some reason he brought it to the dealer to get it looked at, the Chevy dealer. Go figure, they told him he needs a new car, and within an hour, the car dealer, the salesman is talking to him, so... They said it's so rusted out that they won't even fix it or work on it for him, and it's dangerous. So he needs a new car. That's what they told him. I'm like, wow. Okay, cool. He drives like 10 miles an hour and probably goes like 10 miles a day or something, if that. So, I don't know. They are really excited about their Chevys, and I don't have the heart to tell them that Chevys are just shit cars. They just rust out. They're terrible. You got some weird models, dude. Nikki drives a Trax with an X. Her dad has a Chevy Tracker. Her mom has a nicer one. It's the middle model. It's the Equinox. But it's a bare bones model. They don't really give you good warranties. Those things have been rusting out for decades, man. I mean, Rochelle even had a Cadillac, and it was rusting out on her. Rusted out in the middle of the door. Whatever, dude. I don't know. So, I'm headed into work. I'm feeling a little bit better each day. I didn't use that medical paste last night, and it wasn't too horrible. Every time I woke up with like my mouth completely dried out, instead of, usually what I was doing was taking a drink of water to re-lubricate, and that would like sting like a bitch because everything was like completely dried out, and then I would spray that chloroseptic. I did the opposite. So I was when I woke up and I was really dry, I sprayed the chloroseptic first to numb, and it actually worked better. So I don't know. My tongue still looks kind of nasty though. Like, fuck, man. The bumps inside my mouth on my gums and stuff are slowly going down. Probably go out and get some more chicken nuggets today because I don't know what else to freaking eat. Yesterday I had a couple burgers and some nuggets, and that was about it. But for instance, here's the Chevy Equinox right there. So it's kind of cool car, but that's it. Guys, let's go on a little walk, shall we? Let me give you another tour. It's been a while since you guys seen the data center, but I did get a bunch of cleaning up done. So I'll show you the messiest part first. This is all of the cabling and stuff that I still have yet to install for these projects and all that. So this is a server that came shipped from Singapore in this condition, and they sent a new box to swap it into. So I still got to do that. Alright, so this is just my push cart, but you guys can see this whole area is cleaned out. I still have a little pile of stuff here. These are those two new racks and switches, LAN and WAN distro switches. Just got them installed. And set up a little workstation. Cleaned up this area quite a bit. And this is the other two sets of switches. So there's two more of the same switches. This is my electric lift cart. This is what I was complaining and bitching about before, is the battery is dead. Just flashes. And that just kind of flickers on. So what happened was someone left the key on and it completely drained the battery. 12 volt, 80 amp hours, 303 watts. Sealed, maintenance-free, rechargeable battery. So it probably was basically run all the way down to zero. You can see some lights and stuff in there. It says that it's slow charging, but yeah, it's all fucked up. It's been charging for what, 2 or 3 days, and there's no sign of a battery of a voltage on it. So I think that battery is fried now. This cabinet a while ago got moved over here. You can see the whole walkway's clear. This is just a little bit of decommissioned equipment and stuff here. So all this is probably could be trashed. But yeah, I'm just excited. Kind of just trying to get everything picked up, cleaned up for the end of the year. So today's Thursday, tomorrow's Friday. I do have to get some more cabling put in. I guess I could show you guys what I got accomplished. But this is a new rack here. I need to run cables from those two switches all the way down, under the floor, and up to that new rack. I'll be working on that tomorrow. And back here is where I've been working today. Might be a little loud back here. All of these are new. All of this cable, all of this stuff. 8 fibers, 1 copper to each one of these. All of that cable, the coppers run up to the switches. The fibers run up over to the patches. So we got a lot of fiber going on up here. This all isn't from this one run, but see how it looks. Everything's like nice and clean. Runs waterfalls right into the rack. So I'm gonna close this rack up and call it done for now. Same for this guy. That's this. So what do you guys think? Anyone watching this and seen some of the old video footage of the data center, it's a mess. This is the desk area. I have not really cleaned this up much. There's just pieces and parts and junk and stuff everywhere, but it's kind of like my battle station, I guess you could say. So getting there. Alright guys, I've been printing, 3D printing so much. I got an entire like box full of parts and pieces for this Munchkin bot. But I've been doing so much printing that like I'm burned out with it, and I don't even have to do the work. It's all just the machine, but I just pop the pieces off, prep the files, whatever. But yeah, I wish that guy wasn't going to be taking the printer, otherwise I wouldn't be so crazy about printing or using up all that filament that I bought. I did a test print of the Coulson bot. That's the remote control spinning rubber wheel, Coulson wheel that I've been talking about, and it looks like it'll fit on the printer and all that, so no problems with that. So as soon as I get that red filament, I will start printing those pieces and all that parts. I just kicked off the top shell, and I basically printed enough pieces to make 2 full complete robots. The only thing I didn't duplicate was the outer combat armor. It's like a ring of armor that goes around it. That's the only thing. Other than that, I need to do some checks tonight and make sure that the should have brought the parts, but make sure that the robotic stuff that I ordered and all that should work. So I'm going to be playing with that just a little bit. I want to make sure that the wheels and spindles or whatever fit on the motors and stuff like that. So hoping today's ride home is a little less stressful. Yesterday it was, most of the drive was sitting in front of someone with their brights on all the way home, so that was nice. And then getting physically touched by somebody at McDonald's. Some old man tried pushing me towards the open register for some fucking reason, and thought he was funny or cute. Weird people, man. Weird fucking people. Other than that, I'm going to be working on Nikki's computer present, and I got a few things then that I can wrap up. I still haven't gotten anything for her parents for Christmas. I should get them something, maybe some sort of a gift card or something that they both can use to go and enjoy. But I'm tired. I'm kind of getting a little bit run down, beat, but all is well. Just yeah, I can feel my ears are aching more today, or most today. It's not even actually that cold compared to the previous days. Previous days it was like 20 degrees and stuff. Right now it's 36. But I'm just cold, sick and cold. All I want is some whiskey, but I know whiskey will cancel out the antibiotics, and I've wasted a week. So, and then I'll just get an ear infection and have to start it over and do it right. I don't have anything else to report on, really, so that's it. I was thinking about trying to sketch up, I don't know, maybe use Google SketchUp or something like that. Like a wedge or something that I could bolt onto this combat bot that we could use or play with instead of the, beater bar, because the beater bar can get really dangerous. Like if I put a wedge on the front instead of the meter bar or something, he can at least drive around, smash it into his other stuff. I don't care. So I'll have to think about that, figure that out. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, that's it. Tired, man. Went out and got some chicken nuggets for lunch, and feel like my mouth is healing up. When I spray the chloroseptic on it, on like my mouth and my tongue, the tip of my tongue, it doesn't burn as bad. So I don't think it's because I'm getting used to the chloroseptic. I think it's healing. It's not like an open wound anymore. So yeah, so that's it. Stay